Welcome to Better Marriage Daily, where we give you tips on how to have a better marriage daily. I'm Sean.
And I'm V.
And today, y'all, Lord have mercy, today, we were just searching on topics and, just trying to figure out something that we could bring to y'all just to spice it up a little bit. Some people need spice. I mean, we cayenne right here. I don't need no spice. I got cayenne with me. You know what I'm saying? All right. And like Rebecca said, and say, and cayenne, and step, and cayenne. So it says here, is an open marriage right for you? Pro, cons, and real talk. Yeah, we're going to break it down and see what you think about it. But people are talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is a big search. People have been searching about it.
They are.
Every day, people are wanting to try to figure it out. So let's first of all, let's just talk about, look at you. Do you have thoughts?
I'm already, I have thoughts.
Okay.
But
no thoughts, but this is our podcast. It's all about your thoughts.
No, what I'm saying is that of course I have thoughts.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, when that question is asked, I'm thinking about our relationship. I'm not thinking about
that. I ain't trying to be in trouble for something you thought about.
What I'm saying is that it's a no for me, for our relationship.
Right.
That there would never be that kind
never?
Y'all see my face? Never be. First of all, you know that you would not even bring that to me. Even if it was in the back of your mind, you would never bring that to me.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
And neither would I.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. And I know you wouldn't.
No, absolutely not.
Although in the beginning of our relationship, you did kind of suggest something like that. I
did, but we were not married.
What I mean by that is she said, this shop is closed. Ain't no more babies coming out of here.
Right.
If you want one, you need to go make
one. Yes.
She said
we were not married.
That was amazing.
And we were not even engaged.
Wasn't even engaged, no.
So you could have
made it.
But
I didn't. I didn't.
Yeah.
I did not do it because
I
knew what side my bread was buttered on.
That's right.
For sure. I wasn't gonna do that.
And had you decided, then
we would have dealt with it.
We would have dealt with it.
Might not even be sitting here today, huh?
No, they didn't have anything to do with me.
Yeah. You were like, no, I was responsible. I told you to do it.
I was responsible.
Your dumb self went and done it. We'll deal with that, but
didn't have anything to do with me.
Right. I wasn't having a baby. You wanted a baby. You made a baby. Good. It wasn't coming out mine. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. But anyway, at this point, we with hindsight being 2020, it's okay. It's okay. We're good with with the grandbabies.
We are.
One of them is in. Shout out to Julian, who's in basic training right now. And Ashley graduating high school this year. Lord have mercy, where'd the time go?
Yes.
Oh, that's the grandkids. It's not our kids.
Yeah, grandkids.
Little Sean just got engaged, and we waiting on Anthony.
Yes.
To figure it out.
Yes. One day. One day.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, open marriage, right? Pro or con? She says no. I say no. But people are saying yes, and
they are.
It's really amazing to me that we're in a situation in our lives and in this world in which the tradition of marriage is not so sanctified or not so cherished.
It's not even appealing.
Really,
explain that. It's just not. I mean, people are choosing to live their lives out single, like not committed to anyone, and they just don't want to be, I think a part of that is because of what they see marriages, what they see in marriages.
Mm-hmm.
Marriages are, it's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people getting divorced. It's just, to them, I think it's almost burdensome.
Well, I can say for sure that there are people that I know who are like, I've never seen a successful marriage.
Right.
Which is why it was so important for me once we had a successful marriage. Which has always been successful because we've been in it. We ain't went nowhere. we've been working it. And a successful marriage is one that continues. It's not that you don't ever just stop.
Oh no.
This is a
you
constant.
never have it all together.
You never have it all together.
Never.
It's a work. It's a work in progress.
It's a journey.
It's a journey, right? It's a job you can never quit. And if you do quit, then you have to rehire on the next day. Because it ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like them preachers say they quit every Monday.
They quit every Monday.
Some preachers quit every Monday.
Back on Tuesday.
Some people in the marriage quit every day. And then when they wake up in the morning, they back into it.
Right.
You just got to figure out for you what works. But like I said, I know so many people in my life that have said they didn't want to be married because they've never seen a successful one. And I have so many of my friends who are in their 50s, mid 50s, like I am, and 60s, like you. And she's 60, not 60s, but she's 60, and I'm
60.
56. So people in our age group are single because they got divorced at some point in their early marriage. Now, did they get married too early? I don't know. I have a theory about that. My theory is that people get divorced because their picker is off. You know what I'm saying? You have a friend who, let me talk to my camera. You have a friend who every time they show up with a new person, it's the same person. And they wondering why they can't never get right and they can't never find somebody to love them like they want to be loved, but they keep picking the same person over and over and over. I think people have a picker problem. Their picker is off. And if they could fix their picker, fix your picker, and you can pucker up to a beautiful person every morning. But yeah, I think that's the biggest problem. People pick wrong and then blame their choices on an institution, right? Because I mean, and now the people who said they've not seen a good one, they have a valid argument.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
They have a very valid argument.
We haven't seen many success.
Hey, you ain't supposed to say that. We the marriage podcast.
I know.
You ain't supposed to say that.
I understand.
No, really.
I really do understand why they say that.
But that's why we do this podcast. So you can see that you can go through ups and downs and you can still have fun and laugh and enjoy each other like we always do. Even when we want to, lay hands on each other's throats. We're still married. We still love each other.
Yeah,
we doing the thing. We doing the thuck thizzle. So there are people who say they've not seen a good one. And then there are those people who are just non-committal. And they have FOMO, fear of missing out. So they don't want to choose someone because in this day and age, there's always someone else who might be better. And that's really wild to me because you can never, ever be satisfied if you're always looking to trade up and worrying about what's outside. That old thing about the grass being green on the other side, the grass is only greener on the other side because they watered it and fed it and cut it.
Nurtured it.
They aerated it, took care of it. Yeah. That grass looks as good as the effort they put into it to make it look good.
Right.
Right? Which is probably another thing. In this day and age of an 8-second, do you realize that people's attention span today is 8 seconds? How are you going to have a relationship if your attention span is 8 seconds? Squirrel. Every 8 seconds.
Basically, that's what it is. Basically, that's what it is.
Every 8 seconds. Squirrel. That's amazing to me, right? But I really feel like if, and the other reason, black men for sure. For black men, we're outnumbered some ridiculous number to one for women. So what I've been hearing from my lady friends in the heterosexual world is that the men are non-committal, and the men are really spoiled and are just trying to enjoy everything. And just trying to enjoy everything.
Right.
And, but the converse of that is they also talk about the man who gets to 63 and 64 talking about he ready to settle down. Right. So at that point, they would rather be alone than be with that guy.
Because I'm no one's nurse.
Oh, that's funny.
It's true.
It is true. They're looking for a nurse.
It's true. They're looking for a nurse. Not in every case.
When you're trying to settle down at 64,
saying there are cases where they are looking at mortality.
Yeah. Well, couldn't it be that they just said, you know what, man, I done played around enough. I ain't getting no younger. That should have happened at 40. What you saying?
No, it's cool, but
The reality
is that now they understand that I am 63 years old, or I'm approaching 63 years old. It's time. Mid-60s. Yes, it's time for me to settle down because we're all looking at the fact like, okay, like in 20 years we will be. Ooh,
oh Lord! In 20 years you're gonna be 80.
Right. So now they can see that window.
In Julian's life plus 2 years.
Yes.
How fast did that happen?
Ooh.
Like that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. So an open relationship is a relationship, from my understanding. Of course, we're not in one.
We're not.
I've never been outside my marriage. I can say that and with confidence. On a stack of Bible and lie detector.
No, and that's not needed.
And I ain't gonna say it was easy. Because there were many opportunities.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because some people used to let me go 3 weeks on the road, free and pent up energy. They gave me many opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But I'm a unique case in that I said that I would not be what I saw in the men that I grew up around, and my dad, and the men around it, and the thing is, they only were doing what they were taught, what they saw, what they caught. Right?
They caught.
Because and talking to my uncle one day, after he got saved, he was like, back in the day, the definition of a man was somebody who could take care of his house and another house.
Yes.
That's how you knew how much of a man you were. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Right? So I never wanted that because I saw the damage that it could do inside a home. And I didn't ever want to put anybody through that. And then once I got married to you, and then once we were married and, and we done been through some stuff, and now I love you. Because just a little tip. When y'all first get married, y'all just in heavy lust. Yes. Y'all don't love each other. Y'all like each other a lot.
Y'all like each other.
But you like sleeping with each other more than you like each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then whenever you go through stuff, after about 3, 4, 5, 6 years,
when
at the end of that, that's when you know you love them.
Yes.
Because you're not there just because it's convenient. You're not there just because,
you're having fun.
You're having fun. You're there because you really want to do life with this person.
Yes.
And that's something that I don't think you can get in an open relationship. Now, granted, the open relationship people don't come for us. Don't come for us. We're not saying it's bad. What you're doing is bad. We're saying it's not for us.
Right.
Right? But in an open relationship, and don't get me wrong, before we got married, I was in a whole bunch of open relationships.
Right.
I didn't see any problem with it. And for me,
but that's different.
And for me, it was great because I could have all of my needs fulfilled in the different women.
Right.
And that was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, to do that, I know that I would be fulfilled, but I feel like I would be cheating the women unless they were doing the same thing. But and there are women who will do the same thing all day long.
Exactly.
But I found by and large that a lot, women, for better or for worse, and y'all can fight with your mom about that. Women by and large are more emotional than men. So I've found that even the toughest, hardest woman,
you married one
that I thought, who says, nah, we good. No, I'm good. They catch feelings. And then once they catch feelings, they done caught feelings.
Right.
Right.
But can't walk away though.
Right. But she could have walked away. She can walk away, but she didn't walk away, but she caught feelings. My whole point being, we were just kicking it. That was our definition. We were like, we just kicking it. And then one day I noticed that she wasn't just kicking it with the other people she had kicked, or the other person she was kicking it with. I noticed that she was more available. She was there. She's more focused.
You were more fun.
Hey man, I mean,
you just were, and it was different. It wasn't you were different, and I enjoyed. I enjoyed the time that we spent together. The things that I got to do.
Right.
I
noticed
that
you weren't. And then I asked the question, so you still kicking with old boy? You were like, no. I said, oh.
That was pressure?
And then I said, I think I noticed something, but I don't want to ask because once I know I'm responsible. And you were like, ask or don't ask, it don't matter to me. And when I asked it, and she's like, well, it don't change nothing.
It did.
I was like, okay. I said, but now I know though. Okay. So yeah, so open relationship. So at that point, I guess I was in an open relationship and I was really enjoying it.
Yeah.
She was one. Look, she was in one. I don't know if she was really enjoying it, but she was in one.
It was all right.
We were both in an open relationship of sorts. And then we weren't. And I can tell you that what I noticed when we got married. So when we got married, in the middle of our marriage, I really started thinking about things from a spiritual perspective, right? And so I noticed that, because like we said earlier, we're not preaching, proselytizing to y'all, but from my Jesus faith base, I ain't saying Christian because I ain't saying that no more. I'm a follower of Christ. How about that? I'm a Jesus follower. Yes. One who's not going to condemn you and put you in a box, one who's going to love you with the love of the Lord. But anyway, in my Jesus box, I was thinking like the enemy of this world perverted all the things like sex and all of that. It perverted it. And I just thought at one point when we were going through all of our issues with, because when you get married and you come into that marriage bed and that marriage relationship, you've just brought all those people that you were with into that bed, into that situation. And, and what men need to understand when they're dealing with a wife who is trying to please them and trying to be what they want them to be, is you're asking her to be 10 of the best women you ever slept with at their primes and at your prime. And you're asking her to be all of those at the same time. And women, if you're the pressure person in the relationship wanting to have sex all the time, you're asking your husband to be all them dudes who just turned you out and made you, and every time they call you answer the phone and you show up, you're asking your husband to be that. But your husband might not have had those experiences, might not have that kind of, proclivity, that mind, whatever it is, So I realized at that point that the enemy has tricked us to believe that while we're coming up, we do all these things. Once we get married, we just shut it down.
Right.
But it is hard to shut it down. It's hard to shut it down and just break it down and be that person. So I was like, wouldn't it have been so much better to be with one person and do all the things that you did before you got married with the person you married?
Yeah, quite possible.
So now you have a commonality that very few people have.
Very few
people have. And it's something that you can really take on, on into your lives together, But it really hit me probably about 5-6 years in. Because I'm like, baby, I'm freaking dicky. You're like, you can take that freaking dicky shit away from me. And I'm like, but I ain't really that. I ain't actually doing crazy. I just wanted to.
Yeah.
You're like, look.
And then knowing where I was, where
and then the menopause,
and then knowing,
and then she was in the jail.
Knowing that, and then I'm. I'm working in corrections.
So she's associating me wanting to do things in our marriage bed with the dudes in the jail doing what they do.
It was a lie.
And what they did to get there.
Right.
And I'm just like, man, I'm fighting a losing battle in this piece, man.
Yeah.
But the open relationship piece is for some people, I guess it's a good thing. I just believe that the experiences that you have with one person, you can have. With all those people, you can have the experiences you have with all those people. You can have with one person.
Yes,
it's possible. But of course, you have to communicate. You have to talk about these things.
Right.
You have to, really get on the same page and dig in and dial in and say we're going to do this and we're going to make the most of it. Because for us, baby, I told you when we got married that you're my source.
Right.
You're my everything, and I said that's a lot of pressure. And you said, yes, it is.
Yes.
I said, but what I know about you is you have a willing spirit. And all I got to do is tell you what I'm looking for, and not just in the bedroom, but period.
Right.
And you think about it, process it.
Process it, yes.
See how I said?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you think about it, process it, and then you come back to me with it, and then we talk about it. That's another thing that I had to learn, because usually I'd be like, well, let's talk about it now. Why we can't talk about it now? But we here. Why can't we talk about it now? Why can't we talk about it now? And then
because I shut down.
And then you would start a circle argument.
And shut down.
And then we'd circle argue, and then now you shut down. And
because
then
I don't know how I
then
feel
you come back to it and be like, well, whatever you want to do, let's go. I'm like, no, absolutely not. I do not want to feel like Mr. doing this business on you.
but you learned. Like I have process. I need to go through process.
Yeah.
You know, and it's been very helpful.
Absolutely.
Very helpful, because I like to think things through. I like to know, you know, if I have any emotions about it, I want to deal with the emotions. I'm questioning myself, like, okay, why do you feel this way? Why did you react this way? Okay, if he's saying this, then really, really think about that from his perspective. So the process is what helps me get to where you would like me to be.
Right. And it took me a long time to realize that I had to let you go through the process to get there.
Yes.
You know, now think about you having to do that with 4 or 5 women. You know, which is why I think that you know, that I believe that it can be sort of a surface thing. Now, girl, of course, I would have to get some people in here who are in these kind of relationships to really ask them their thoughts on it. But I can't see how you can get subsurface level with that many people. Somebody's going to miss out. You know what I'm saying? One of those people are going to miss out on all of you, because you're never giving anyone all of you.
Right.
You know, so I don't know where that comes from. I don't know what that is, but open relationship for us, it's a thumbs down. You want to do it again? Open relationship for us, it's a thumbs down. You want to do it again for 3 times? 1 time? Follow her? It's a thumbs down. It's a thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
You know, but just because for us, we've chosen the traditional route. We've chosen to be each other's all. And for her, I can't even imagine you talking about you got 2 guys you need to.
Child, please.
Now for me with 2 or 3 women, I would definitely go down with the ship trying. I would definitely go down with the ship trying, bro. You have to go see about me. I'll get an IV or something. Lord have mercy.
What do they call those things that people do now?
The IV?
The IV. What is it? But the name. I'm thinking about the name.
Get a vitamin B vitamin B IV. Yeah, man. Because, you know, not even talking about the bedroom stuff, man. It take a lot. Then you're going to add the bedroom stuff to it? Oh, my God.
And then the emotion and psychological.
Yeah.
Just
well, I could actually handle that part. I think that part would be kind of cool.
I don't think you'd want 3 of me, though.
No, I said 3 different women.
But still.
I would want 3 of you.
They still.
But that don't make no sense, though, to have 3 of you.
I know.
I mean, that's redundant.
But still,
why would I go through the same thing for 3 different people?
Baby,
I wouldn't do that.
You would be surprised.
No, I'm just saying, I wouldn't do that. I would make sure that they were different.
Yeah, okay.
And then try to figure that out.
Homework.
But I also know that I also wouldn't be giving them all of me, because, you know, things, you know, and it would overlap.
Yeah.
Things that you want to do with this person, you did with the other person. And now if you do that, now you're like, well, that's kind of cheating, because I'm doing it because we did it. And I don't know, man. I don't know. The good news is
it's so complicated.
It's complicated. I just remember when I wasn't married how it was.
Ooh.
And I'm one that didn't lie. Unfortunately for me, I figured out that most women just want a choice. So I will go, hey,
yeah,
this is me. You jumping in? They be like, yeah, cool. Never had to lie. Didn't have to do none of that stuff like that, and it was cool. But after, you know, hindsight shows me that I put women in a situation in which they wanted more than I could give them, and they were more invested than I was. And even though I was manipulating the situation by saying I'm being honest and open, by telling the truth and getting them to agree, that they were cool with it. When at one point I could see they flipped and they're not cool with it. But they done said it, so they can't go back on what they said.
And you used that.
And I saw that and ignored the out of that. I'm like, look, I ain't see that.
Yeah.
Look, we kicking it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, it's funny when you talk about the investment. And I was the kind of chick that I didn't invest at all.
Right.
Like, there was one investment. After that,
done.
Done.
Come on.
I was not. No. My feelings, I could shut it down. Like, you know.
And what's crazy, y'all, is I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that. Was the highway, the Waffle House on Highway 465? What is it?
365.
On Highway 365 at the Waffle House. Sat in that Waffle House, and she was looking at me. Well, she was not looking at me because she wouldn't do eye contact. She would look through me and around me, but not at me.
See, that was a part of it.
Yeah, that was a part of it, you know, because she knew when she looked in Big Daddy's eyes, it was over with.
No, that's just how I dealt with people.
Hey.
I know that too, but still. I mean, this was early on, you know.
Yeah,
this was like 2000.
And I looked at it and I said, hey.
99, 98.
I said, you got castle walls around your heart. You know, 25-foot rock, solid castle walls around your heart. I said, but you know what? I'm a wall breaker. I said, I'm going to break down all them walls. Yeah. I said, I'm going to restore your faith in men. Do you hear me, Vanessa Jean? And her middle name ain't even Jean.
You just didn't know it was going to take you 25 years.
Jesus. I did not know it was going to take me that damn long.
You just didn't know it was going to take you.
I was signing up, but I didn't know what I was signing up for.
Well, 25 years. I'll just put the 25.
You've been together 27 years, so yeah. Yeah. Whatever that is, yeah.
You didn't know you
and still trying to break through. Come on, y'all. Look, let's be real. y'all look at us. We all.
You didn't know you had a real one.
I knew I had a real one. I didn't know it was gonna take real long to get. You know what I'm saying? Indeed. I did not know.
Neither did I.
But I was talking that crap. I was like, I'm here. I got you, girl. I got you. You know, and I really meant it.
Yeah, I know you did.
I really meant it. With everything I had, I was like, you know, it's gonna be my life's work to restore your faith in men. I just didn't know it was gonna take my whole life. You like that?
Well, I have a joke. That? I have a real joke, but I'm
go ahead. Hit your joke. Hit your little joke.
No.
Hit your little joke. I mean, you know.
No. Because it's not about you. It's just when you were talking about. Somebody came in my head.
Oh, okay. Yeah, keep the teasing. We don't want to hear all that. We don't want to hear all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So for us, it's a no. But for you, you know, you got to figure that out. We just want to talk about it because all things marriage, we talk about it, and
we have conversations outside of each other,
right?
You know, and we kind of
because I know people.
Yes,
I know people in these things.
Yes,
but see, I'm looking at them and it's a dude, right?
Right.
So this one that just popped in my head is a guy I know, and I'm looking and I'm like, your wife is not getting all of you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I think she's accepting you wanting an open relationship. You know what I'm saying? I think she's just accepting because she knows it's gonna happen regardless.
Regardless, yes.
So she's like, well, yeah, we can do that. You just don't do this. This is just for us.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, but that would just hurt my heart. That would hurt my heart. You know. So, but anyway, that's just me because I'm completely and totally in love with Vanessa Jean.
And committed.
And her middle name ain't Jean.
It's not. It's not. I don't know why you call me that, but
because it just you
why you want to just make me have a middle name.
Sometimes you have these old woman traits. Like your name was Vanessa Jean.
It's not. It is not.
Like well, but hey. I get something good. Hey, them old women stay. Hey, what that comedian say? Them old women stayed married, had a house, had cars, had new cars regular, wearing a muumuu around the house. Them muumuus got it done.
They did.
Them muumuus got it done.
That's what I've heard.
So anyway, we've given you some tips and some things to think about if you were thinking about an open relationship, or if you were thinking there were no good marriages. Here's one. Tune in, subscribe, like it, share it, let everybody know. Because y'all, we're not doing this for play. We're not doing this for money because, of course, this hadn't started making money yet. But if you subscribe and like, it's going to start. And then we'll be able to do a lot more to get to you. But until then, we hope we helped y'all. This has been Better Marriage Daily. I'm Sean.
And I'm V.
And we'll holler.